Hi, I'm Julene. Thank you for tuning in to the Night Sky Tour for August 2nd through 8th of 2013. I'm going to start with the evening sky where we will be able to see Saturn and Venus. Saturn isn't going to move a whole lot. He's moving less than a degree during this week, but we're going to be able to watch Venus pass up Denobula, the tail star of Leo, because she's going to cover more than 8 degrees during this week. So this is a map of Friday, August 2nd at 8:30 p.m. right around sunset. You can see the sun setting here in the west-northwest, and Venus will be about due west almost, and Saturn is kind of south-southwest. Now you won't be able to see Saturn right away at 8:30, but you will be able to see Venus. She's bright enough to shine through the bulk of the twilight, if not all of it. I'm going to get the sky a little darker so that we can watch Venus pass up this star. So we're at 9:30 right now. The sun is definitely below the horizon. The sky is pretty dark. We can see a lot of fixed stars at this point. There'll be a star right above Venus that is the tail star of Leo, and Spica will be below and right of Saturn. Okay, so this is 9:30 on Friday the 2nd. Now watch as I just advance the date and leave this at 9:30 p.m. and we're going to watch Venus come underneath Denobula as she travels 8 degrees or more actually during this week. Okay, so this is going to be the 3rd, that's Saturday night. There's Sunday night, Monday, the 5th, Tuesday the 6th, see she's right under Denobula now, Wednesday the 7th, Thursday the 8th, and then this will bring us to next Friday the 9th where we'll pick up on next week's Sky Tour. Saturn, you see, didn't move a whole lot. He pretty much stayed right where he was, but Venus, you're able to watch her move a good deal this week. Now, I want to get to the set times here, so I'm going to go back to August 2nd, and Venus is going to set around 10 o'clock. This is 10 p.m. Venus is about to set. She's going to set earlier as the week goes on. But let's get Saturn's set time, which is going to be around midnight. There's midnight, so it's showing August 3rd on the screen because the date's changing then. So this is still Friday night, the midnight rolling into the day of Saturday when Saturn's going to set. Now if we go through the week here, we're going to see Saturn setting earlier as well. There's the 5th, 6th, 7th, and we've got to back it up to 11:45 here. 7th, 8th, 9th. So Saturn is going to set around 11:45 at the end of the week and midnight at the beginning. Now let's back up the time and see what time Venus set on the 9th. So Venus is going to set around 9:45 at the end of the week. So now we're going to take a look at the morning sky. It'll actually be August 3rd through 9th in the morning. And we're going to be able to watch Jupiter, Mars, and Mercury. Now, Jupiter's moving less than a degree. We'll be able to see some movement out of Mars. He's moving almost 5 degrees. And we're going to catch a great deal of movement out of Mercury, who's moving more than 12 degrees during this week. So we have some fun planets to watch in the morning as well. Okay, so now I have given us a view of the eastern sky. We're looking east-northeast here to find these morning planets. And this is 4 a.m. on August 3rd. You're going to see Jupiter rising with the moon. Jupiter will be just left of the moon at 4 o'clock when they rise. Now Mars is going to rise about a half hour later. There he is at 4:30. And a hair later we're going to get Mercury rising, well, about 5:15. Okay, so notice that Jupiter is right here at, the feet of Castor. Mercury is between the two twins. He's between Castor and Pollux. Mars is. And Mercury is down here below. He's already passed up those two stars, and he's gone through most of the stars of Gemini and is heading into Cancer. Now, you have to remember that we're used to looking at the tropical zodiac, and these signs are not constellations. Even in the sidereal zodiac, which lines up much more closely to constellations, it is never exactly the same because signs are always an equal 30 degrees in lengths, but the constellations are not all equal 30 degrees. Okay, so I'm going to move this ahead so that we can watch some movement of these planets. So now I'm at 5:30 a.m. on Saturday. I want you to watch Mars pull away from Jupiter and Mercury pull away from Mars. So here we go to the 4th, and now the moon also, of course, is moved, and the moon is between Mars and Mercury on the morning of the 4th, which is Sunday morning. On the 5th, all these planets are above the moon. Here's Tuesday morning the 6th, Wednesday the 7th, Thursday the 8th, Friday the 9th, and next Saturday morning the 10th. So you'll see that Mars had started out kind of between these two stars, and now he's moved, right up here against Pollux. And Mercury is definitely coming within the constellation boundary of Cancer here, and Jupiter moved not enough for us to really detect. Now let me get you the rise times at the end of the week. So if I'm looking at next Saturday the 10th at 5:30, Mercury is going to be rising about then. I'm going to have to back up the clock here to see when Mars rises. And Mars is going to rise around 4:15 at the end of the week. And we'll back up the time some more. Jupiter is going to rise around 3:45 next Saturday. So thank you for tuning in to this week's Skywatch. If you like this video, share it. Feel free to share this with your friends. Be sure to check out my Skywatch article in the Mountain Astrologer, along with all the other wonderful articles that are in that magazine. It's truly a good magazine. It's worth getting. If you want to take any classes, check out the International Academy of Astrology. And if you just want to browse through some additional videos or articles, you can check out either one of my websites. Thank you again for tuning in, and have a stellar week.